If not for God, how would you and I have been able to make 336 days of this year 2024? If not for God, many things could have gone wrong. If not for God, so many things negatively could have happened. Here was a man who understood what he was saying. Matter of fact, he was speaking experientially. That was why this guy could say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side. He wasn't giving us textbook definition. He was speaking by virtue of what he had experienced. Several encounters happened in the life of this man that also made him not to have been able to get to a point that he will be writing the psalm and be saying, if not to God, he will not be standing. In 1 Samuel 18 verse 11, Saul threw his spear at David twice. There were several attempts on his life by Saul. However, I hasten to add this. You have two types of leaders: the David kind of leader and the Saul kind of leader. The David kind of leader has ability to see greatness in people and he helped them to become great. But Saul kind of leaders, and those are the two types of leaders we have, either in political or the spiritual leader. Some people will see greatness in you, but they will never want you to rise. But that was the Saul kind of leader. Saul saw a great man. Rather than investing his energy inside of David so that David can become great through him, he could not stand another man's greatness. So all that this guy did was to truncate, doing everything to truncate the greatness of David. Nobody can truncate your greatness. As long as God is with you, they will try, but they will fail in the name of Jesus. So in 1 Samuel chapter 18 verse 11, he threw a spear at David twice just to ensure David never became what God has destined him to be. In verse 13 again, Saul made David's commander of 1,000, hoping that he will be killed. You know how you give somebody a position thinking that you are elevating him, but the purpose for which he did that was to make sure that David got killed. No wonder when David was speaking in Psalm 129 verse 1, he says, many a times have they afflicted me from my youth. When we come to a time like this, we must sit back and reflect on our journey, how God has helped us to get up until this point. It is the help of God that got you to this point. It is the mercy of God that got you to this point. It is the faithfulness of God that got you to this point. If not for God, the story would have been different.